12-game fight. That's what we're going to come in and do each and every week from here on out. That's all we got to do is prepare and just focus on one game at a time. Exactly. I didn't sign up for one
game. Welcome to Talkin VAWLS, episode number 52. Brought to you by the Outright Geekery Podcast Network at outrightgeekery.com. Also, we are currently live on YouTube via the S&B Network. Make sure you guys go ahead and smash that like button and share out the link. My name is Boogie Bentley.
I'm Vols JP.
And I'm Dauber. What's going on?
It is Wednesday night. Hopefully, we've all had time to get our emotions in check. Hopefully, we've all had time to breathe a little bit. Just calm down. Everybody in the live chat, just calm down. Take a deep breath. This week, we did pick up quite a few new subscribers over the past couple of days. So anybody new to the channel, thank you guys for joining us. Also, if you're saying, who are these guys? What is Talkin VAWLS? We're just three dudes. We love Tennessee football. We don't claim to be insiders or experts. So if you're dropping down in the chat here, you're dropping down in the comments and you're running your mouth and you're saying you know this and you know that and we don't, that's fine. We don't care because we're just three dudes that love Tennessee football. We enjoy the sport. We love interacting with you guys right here in the live chat every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. as well as on the post-game shows on Saturday. I guess before we really dive into this episode, Dauber wasn't able to make it on Saturday for the post-game show. So let's just start with the Georgia State game. Dauber, what did you rewatch it once you got home?
Honestly, no. I saw from Callaway's touchdown early through when we were still up, I think it was, 23-21. I was on the ball field for 14 hours with my daughter's travel team. They brought home a third-place finish. Yeah, it was I was able to watch on my phone, and then, of course, a lot of people were talking, and I kept updating the score on my phone and checking it. Yeah, not how you want to open the year, and far cry from my 63-3.
Yeah, I saw some people ripping on us in the comments on Saturday too, saying who thinks Tennessee's going to beat this team by blah blah blah. Man, shut up. As if anybody saw this coming on Saturday. We got Ty Myers hanging out in the live chat. He's digging the AEW shirt. How about Chris Jericho, first ever AEW World Heavyweight Champion, but he's already lost the title. He doesn't know where it's at. He didn't lose it to a competitor. He lost it as in lost it. So we'll see what happens there. Tennessee Vol Niner says, can we skip this part? Yeah, it's going to be a very disappointing podcast. It's going to be sad, but we are here together. We're going to figure out what went wrong, and we're going to figure out what can Pruitt do to get this train back on the tracks. Our good buddy Tony Mao hanging out live chat, watched it twice. Tony, we feel sorry for you. I don't know what's going on in your life that you felt the need to watch the game twice. I do like to go back and I like to go back and rewatch them. I watched the Jeremy Pruitt show on Sunday. Sat down to rewatch the game. I watched the first drive until the fumble, interception, whatever they ruled it. Then I turned it off and gave up. We got Robert Neal in the live chat. We got TNT off the grid hanging out as well. Thank you guys for joining us. 22 down there in the live chat. Do us a favor, smash that like button, share out the link. Let's grow this crowd. I know Wednesday's not the big show. You guys like the post-game show, but let's share out the link and get things rolling. Man, some things watching Jeremy Pruitt, I think it pissed me off a little bit more. Watching his post-game press conference. You know, we went live right after the show. A lot of people were saying, guys, did you guys see what Jeremy Pruitt said? No, we didn't. We legit jumped on as soon as the game ended. It kind of pissed me off, man, because of the way he handled it. He was talking as if they played a Georgia or a Florida or even just an SEC team, man. It's Georgia State. So I don't want to hear this crap of he felt the team brought the right energy. He felt that they were well prepared. They just didn't execute. That doesn't cut it. That does not cut it against Georgia State. Did anybody else, JP, did his post-game press conference, did it, and Monday too, it was the same song and dance on Monday. Did it piss you off like it did me?
Yeah, I couldn't even watch the post game. Of course, like you said, we jumped on here and was doing this show right after, but I didn't even go back and even watch it or even listen to it. I read an article or two that quoted him in it and things like that. But yeah, again, I mean, it was just like he just showed no energy. And to me, it was a reflection of how that team played Saturday. Was a reflection of the coaching staff. I mean, that was sitting there watching the game live. It was just mind-boggling to see the lack of emotion that even the coaching staff was even showing. And maybe if I was down there live watching it, maybe there was some coaches on the sideline trying to coach them up and trying to get them fired up. But every time the camera would glance over there, they just they didn't seem to be a whole lot of it. And then him basically saying that well, I mean, I guess some of the things he said, I mean, like later on talking about running a basic defense, I'm like, that's basic. I mean, you couldn't even get lined up. I mean, I don't know. It was just it's just been a very, very strange, 3-4 days now since that game, and just everything that's transpired since he's met with the media. I mean, just still continues to just come out and just really just say, Tennessee, family, Tennessee fans, alumni, former players, all that. We're sorry because we absolutely stunk the place up. I mean, because it was just absolutely a disgusting performance.
Robert Craig's in the live chat wants to know what was Pruitt's take. He didn't see it. And that's just it. It's like JP just said, it's just kind of baffling because nobody seems, we talked about it right after the game on the post-game show. There was no sense of urgency. Nobody seemed concerned. I shared out Pruitt's when he was announced as the head coach, the press conference then. Where the hell's that guy? Where's that guy that's talking about we're going to roll our sleeves up and we need to stand united and we're going to fight together? Where's that guy at? Where's the guy that was kicking the whiteboard on the sidelines against Florida? What happened to him? Where's he at? Because nobody on that side – I take that back. There were a few people on that sideline that were showing that fire and they were showing that energy, and number 15 is one of them. And I said that after the game. When he scored that late touchdown, you could tell he was heartbroken, man. And, we opened the podcast with Dauber playing the audio from his interview this week. And, yeah, some of it I'm kind of like, man, here we go again. Show up. We won't let you down again. It happens time in and time out. How long do we have to keep being in this abusive relationship where we show up on Saturdays expecting something different and it's the same old song and dance? But because of who it came from, I'll be there Saturday night. I would have been there regardless. But I just don't want to say that everybody on that sideline doesn't have heart because number 15 has heart.
But here's the thing. We can't line Jennings up at quarterback, have him throw it to himself.
No, we need 22 of them.
Block for himself. He doesn't play linebacker. I mean, energy and effort comes from the top down. And the coach has to show it. He has to at least find the way to motivate the team. Come in at halftime. I think I texted you guys going into the half. I said they better come out and play like their heads on fire. I wouldn't want to be in that locker room at halftime. And then they came out and Georgia State ran the ball right down the field that opening drive, the second half, and it was just almost like they thought it was a preseason game or a scrimmage. Just like JP alluded to, misalignments. And what's concerning to me is Pruitt said Monday that it was a simplified game plan, and it'll continue to be a simplified game plan.
How's it simplified when you can't even line up? You got pictures all over Twitter.
We can't even get lined up,
and you got defensive linemen lined up on one side, linebackers on the other. Nobody knows how to line up, and it's again the same old song and dance. It's been going on for how many years? It ain't just this coaching staff. How hard is it to line up? All we hear is freshmen can't play, can't get lined up, can't get the plays in. I am El Nino is in the live chat, wants to know where was the pregame show last week. Guys, if you ask for it, we'll deliver it. Nobody seemed to show a lot of interest. So we held off on that. But if it's something you guys want, we'll do it. Listen, we're doing this for free. It's free content. I'm not complaining. We have fun. We love coming on here, interacting with you guys. But to sacrifice and do 3 shows a week, we just want there to be a demand for it. So let us know. Get in the comments, get in the live chat. Let us know if you want a pregame show. We'll definitely do it. Les Wadley is also in the chat. Go Vols. We saw your comments this week, man. Thanks for getting in there and letting us know your thoughts on the game. I guess just going hand in hand with the Juwan Jennings stuff that we're talking about, Jordan Murphy's tweet this week. How about that? Man, I was all set to talk about this and fired up, and then it comes out that Jordan Murphy quits the team. Kind of comical, right? You got to admit that's pretty funny in his words.
I wonder if it was so much he quit the team or was afraid to go back in the locker room or said it's probably a good idea that you move on.
Who in the live chat thinks that Juwan Jennings was going to whip Jordan Murphy's ass in the locker room, and that's why he quit the team? Because that's what old Boogie's going with here.
He wasn't the only one.
Oh, we got JP in a hotel room, so his audio is a little. He's Mr. Robot Man, but hopefully he'll. It cut out on you there, but it's been fine up until that point, so it's kind of hit or miss. Not business as usual, but look at his background, man. He's hanging out in the hotel room because he wants to be here with you
dedicated.
guys.
Dedicated.
Les Wadley.
Even though I was going to quit Saturday, I was dedicated.
Yeah,
I'm dedicated.
I knew you'd be here. Les Wadley said he thinks Juwan Jennings told him to hit the road. I think you're right, but I think he was gonna do something if he didn't hit the road.
Hey, it looks like JP's in a classy place, though.
Yeah, it looks like a nice hotel room. Is that on Talkin VAWLS dime? You're live on the road.
That's
you're doing a recruiting visit. Is that what you're doing?
I'm spying on the football team.
Okay, good. Let us know what you find out.
So Sunday, they had a players only meeting. So that is a little bit of positive coming out. It does show some guys are stepping up into some leadership, which that was lacking from what I saw Saturday. Like I said, from the top down, the coaches didn't seem to be making any effort. Did you see players getting in anybody's face? Did you see a linebacker coming up and grabbing an end that was out of position? Would Al Wilson have let that happen? You've got to have the people on the team step up and say, this is unacceptable. If somebody's out of position, they need to be put in the right spot. If I caught a little bit of Swain today, and that's what he was talking about, not just on the field, but off the field stuff too. It's one of those things that your brothers on the field, your brothers off the field, and your teammates, you keep each other in check.
It's kind of like Saturday night. I had to keep JP in check. He said, I'm quitting. I'm done. I said, man up and get your microphone and let's roll, because that's what we do here at Talkin VAWLS. We keep each other in check. Guys.
Yeah, but the problem is if there's players down there that don't even care, then why does fans care? I mean, or why should we care? And I understand, that it's not all 85 scholarship players, but there's a lot of players that didn't even compete out there Saturday. I mean, just look at that first defensive drive to start the second half. I mean, that was pitiful. I mean, that was absolutely pitiful.
Well, the direction you're going right here, we got Magnolia in the live chat saying, how concerned are you about apathy setting into the fans?
It's huge. It's huge.
But is it, though? Because how long have we been putting up with this crap?
Yeah,
how long
I'm telling you,
over and over and over, and until something changes, until the fan. Listen, I'm not saying the fans need to walk out. I'm the guy that will be there when it's going to take them losing every game before old Boogie gives up. I don't know, but I get it.
Yes,
I understand.
Might be the year, Boogie.
It might be. I understand people saying, I don't want to drive 3, 4, 5 hours to Knoxville, spend $200, $300, $400 on a hotel room just to watch this garbage product that they're putting out on the field. I get it. But
people aren't. They're not going to do it. I mean, you wait. If we lose Saturday, there won't be 50,000 people in the Neyland Stadium that following week for that UT Chattanooga game.
How I'll get there in a second. Let's go this route first, guys. The live chat is flooding. I'm getting to as many of your comments as I can.
Keep them coming.
I'm not whoring ourselves out here, but I'm just going to say, if you want to guarantee that we read your comment, there's a little $sign down there. You can do a super chat. You can do as low as 99 cents, and that will guarantee your comment gets read. Otherwise, I promise I'm doing the best I can. They're flooding in. I'm trying to get to as many of them as I can. But what JP was hitting on there, how important is Saturday's game? How important is it? Must win? I hate to use the term must win, but is it a must win game, Dauber?
Yeah, it is for what we talked about the last couple of weeks. What is a success for the season? It's going to a bowl game. It's improving upon last year. And, we've already dropped one game that we counted as a for sure win. So, yeah, it's a must win. It's the fan base, the players. We've got a bad taste in our mouth from there are no excuses to lose to a school like Georgia State. We have better players, better facilities,
coaches,
better coaches.
Should.
The thing that we didn't have was intensity and effort. Listen, those games, I would almost rather play somebody worth playing. Open the year up with, a team that you have to get up for, or you're going to get ran off the field. These teams come in, they play fast, they play loose. They've got nothing to lose. They're getting their nearly $1 million paycheck and going back down to Georgia. So they're coming in, they're playing with house money. And here's the thing. We didn't get beat by gimmicky, the veer or some weird offense or trick
they
play.
outplayed Tennessee across the board. Offense, defense, everywhere but special teams. Everywhere but special teams.
And they outcoached us too. And they
100%. Yep. Yeah, we got some people ripping on us Saturday for not giving Georgia State credit. They deserve all the credit in the world. They came in, they did what they were supposed to do. They showed all the confidence in the world, and they did their job. Kudos to Georgia State. But as a Tennessee fan, we have the right to be pissed.
Well, yeah,
absolutely.
Who wouldn't be? Who wouldn't be if you're a Tennessee fan? It's still a disgrace. I'm still pissed over it. It's horrible. I mean, it's like, I thought about showing up with a brown paper bag over my head tonight. I mean, it's just pathetic. Absolutely pathetic.
We got some trolls in the live chat. Guys, if you beg me hard enough, I'll go ahead and get rid of him. I can do that. I don't mind one bit.
I cut my phone off because I'm having lagging issues, so I can't see. So
we've officially made it. We used to just get trolls in the comment section after the fact, but now that we're live, they just bleed on in here. So it's fine. It's fine. Hey,
let me guess.
We appreciate that you guys got nothing better to do than hang out at Talkin VAWLS and listen to a UT podcast. It's awesome. I got way better things to do with my life, but we love you guys and we're monetizing you right now. You being here, we're making money. So thanks. Let's see. Where are we going to go? Oh,
let me guess. I bet it's some of them Georgia fans.
That's the same dude that's been in there hanging out. It doesn't matter.
They were just a twinkling in their grandpa's eye when last time their team won a national championship.
Don't make me cuss a 9-year-old. Jeremy Davis in the live chat. What's up, buddy?
Won't be the first time.
Davis will drop a super chat on y'all, so you guys how to get his chats read. Big thing I've seen this week also, some big time quarterback hate for Jarrett Guarantano. And I can't argue with anybody. Listen, man, JG, I don't think he sees the field well. It's very clear that he's dialing in on one receiver. And I think that's why it's deceiving when you look at his stat line, because I think he takes the safe throw, or what he thinks would be the safe throw. And that sometimes leads to a good stat line. And it doesn't help that you're trailing and you're throwing more. I mean, he threw for over 300 yards. And if you just looked at the stats, looks like he had a good day. He didn't have a good day. Not at all. Right before the half, the interception that he threw that got called back for pass interference. I can't remember who it was. Somebody wide open right in the middle of the field.
It's Jennings.
Yeah.
Down there at the end zone.
Yeah. Right before the half. Right before the half.
Jennings. Yeah.
But
Jennings was standing on the end zone. I mean, just standing there at the goal line, and he didn't even look at him.
The overthrow to Palmer in the end zone. If he either takes some height off of it or doesn't rifle it, that's a touchdown. And
yeah.
The big thing though is third downs. We couldn't get off the field defensively on third down, and we didn't convert offensively. Let's see.
Well, what's sad about the defensive part of it is Georgia State was 3rd down and 1 and 3rd down and 2 every single time in the second half.
They were playing down the distance, and we couldn't stop them. That read option that they were running,
Tennessee was not prepared for the option at all.
We had no answer.
Nobody was on the pitch, man. Everybody was crashing on the quarterback. They were not prepared for the option at all. And it makes me wonder. A lot of the stuff I saw makes me wonder how much film they even watched. Were they even preparing for Georgia State, or were they just looking ahead to BYU? And if they were looking ahead to BYU, we better see something different on Saturday night at 7:00, because that BYU team is no joke. They played with Utah for 3 quarters before they fell off. Yeah. So they're gonna come to play on Saturday.
Grown men, that's for sure. They got some grown men. But getting back to Garantano, here's my theory on him. I think that certainly that he's drawn some bad cards as far as being down there, because is this his 4th offensive coordinator or 3rd?
Yeah, no, it's his 4th.
So I mean certainly that stunted his growth, but I also think that the offensive line has done him no favors at all, and I think that he is so, I don't want to use the word scared, but I really think that's what it is. I think that he's so timid, and knowing that there's somebody is probably going to be there to just absolutely rock. That's why that he knows before snap where he's going to go with that football, and that's why that he is staring those receivers down. That's why that he's not looking anybody off, because he feels like that he doesn't have the time. The problem with Garantano is he won't step up in the pocket. I mean, just
would you have the confidence to step up in that pocket with that offensive line? I think that plays a big factor into it.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying there. But I mean, he's been down there for 4 years, and he still hasn't learned any kind of pocket awareness or anything like that. But I don't know. I mean, do I think that he's a good quarterback or a great quarterback? I think that really what blows my mind, and it was talked about the other day, I think Swain was talking about it, is the fact that his post-game comments, here he is, the quarterback for Tennessee that just lost to Georgia freaking State, 25-point underdog, and they roll into Neyland Stadium and beat. And Tim Priest, I guess, asked him after the game how he thought that he did. And he said, well, I thought I'd done some good things and then some not so good things. Really? Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't even have said, I would have been like, I would have looked at the reporter, if it's Tim Priest or whoever it was, and I'd been like, we just lost to Georgia State. Do you think that I done good? Come off of it. I played horrible. He should have shut
it down immediately, though. He should have shut it down immediately and said, it doesn't matter. We just lost to Georgia State. I don't care how I play.
Exactly.
Michael, real quick, Michael James in the live chat.
That's the mentality of them. That's the mentality of our players.
In the live chat is apologizing for comments on YouTube. Michael, you've not been blocked, so you must not have pissed us off too bad. So just don't worry about it. I'm open to any and all comments, but when I see a troll, it pisses me off. I shouldn't let it bother me. I try to just ignore them, but sometimes I get irritated. But you're still here with us, and I've seen some good comments in the live chat. Speaking of, we do have 65 guys. You guys have already beat the record. This is more than showed up Saturday night. This is awesome. We love the support. We love interacting with you guys.
Thanks, everybody.
Hitting as many live comments as I can. You guys are flooding this live chat. I'm doing the best I can. Do us a favor. Make sure you smash that like button. You regular guys, we got to smash that like button. Share out the link. Let everybody know about Talkin VAWLS. We would greatly appreciate it. I'm trying to go back through this live chat. Oh my gosh, this is so hard.
That's going to be the next shirt.
What? Smash the like button?
Smash that like button.
Okay, I was going to do this later, but Dauber went in and said it, so I got to do it now. Speaking of T-shirts, we do have the official Talkin VAWLS podcast T-shirt. Guys, it ends tonight at midnight. $19.99, the official Talkin VAWLS T-shirt. It will ship, I think they said on the 12th, maybe. Orders are cut off tonight. Only 4 more hours to go. If you don't get it, it's gone forever. The official Talkin VAWLS T-shirt available in gray, heavy metal, charcoal, orange, and white. I think that charcoal looks great, man. But again, it's only $19.99. All the funds we raise from this will go right back into promoting the podcast. I just wanted to mention this because it is only available for 4 more hours. Go to bonfire.com/Talkin VAWLS. The link is in the description, and you can pick up the official Talkin VAWLS T-shirt. Nice segue, Dauber.
Thank you. Lob one up there for you to knock out.
We got somebody in the live chat wanted to know, how many do you guys really think we can win?
It's not going to be 9. I'm retracting that. Going into last Saturday, man, I was so optimistic, so excited just from what we'd seen coming out of fall camp. Everything I was reading, everything I was seeing. And then we come out and lay a turd like that. Just uninspired football. I don't know.
Man, that was worse than a turd.
Nothing went right. I sent a text to you guys. I'm sure everybody saw the boat in the Vol Navy that caught on fire.
Oh God, this is all your fault. It's all your fault.
I said, hopefully that's not an omen for today.
We all thought it was funny at the time. Now it's not.
Yeah.
And then we
really did.
We have a Pride of the Southland band member during the pregame stuff passing out. I don't think I've ever seen that at a game I've been to. And then we just come out and get manhandled. Not by Florida or Georgia or out, but by Georgia State. And like we said, it wasn't fluky. It was they lined up and ran it down our throat, and we couldn't stop them, and didn't seem to want to stop them.
Listen, nobody expected to lose to Georgia State. You know, we can all talk about hype and excitement, and Dauber's talking about 9 wins, and, you know, we're excited. It's that preseason hype. You just don't know. And if I watched that whole game Saturday just thinking, all right, they're coming out flat. Nobody's inspired. Nobody's excited. It's Georgia State. I get it. They're going to eke out a win. We're going to move on and hopefully grow from here. And then the more the game went on, the more you start to realize Georgia State's just beating them. They're just outplaying them. I still don't think we know what we've got. Listen, this team is not as good as maybe we thought it was, but it all depends on Saturday. Saturday is a must-win game against BYU at 7 o'clock. If they lose that game, you're looking at a potential – I'm looking at the schedule here on my phone. You could start out 1-7. 1-7 if you lose this game on Saturday against BYU. And how in the hell does Vegas have Tennessee picked to win this game? What do they know?
Yeah.
What do they know that I don't know? They know something.
I mean, one –
They didn't know that.
One thing to look at, you had 4 other SEC East teams lose. 3 of them bad wins or bad losses as well. The South Carolina, North Carolina, and
Missouri got beat.
Missouri, and then
none of those are the same as losing to Georgia State.
I know, but we were looking at those games a little bit different. Listen, that's why they play the games. it shouldn't have happened. And like I said, I'm not making any excuses there because there is no excuse.
Troy,
Go ahead.
I was just going to say Troy Sharp is on point with it. I agree 100% with what he just said. And that's the scary part.
Right. Yeah. Oh, I did a little digging just for my own benefit today. Kind of looked over the last 10 years of Tennessee football. How many times have we gone bowling in the last 10 years?
4, maybe 5.
5. How many times have we been 500 in conference play? 500 or better?
2 times, maybe.
We were 500 twice, and we were over 500 once, I believe.
Once, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, listen, Pruitt inherited a mess, and it's been a mess for a long time. This is kind of where I've settled back to after the debacle down there Saturday. It's not going to be a 1-year fix. It's not going to be a 2-year fix. And I hate to use this, but we're rebuilding. We need a complete overhaul, a complete change of the culture. And you look at guys like Jordan Murphy and sending out a tweet like that. Jordan Murphy was a guy that was recruited by Butch Jones. I don't think Pruitt is bringing in guys that are going to have that kind of attitude.
Well, let's be careful not lumping all the upperclassmen together. When you got guys like Trey Smith, you got guys like Jawan Jennings, that there's no doubt when they walked off the field Saturday, they gave their all for Tennessee. They do what they know what it takes. They put in that effort. They put in that work. And I'm not saying you, Dauber. I'm saying just in general. Let's be careful not lumping
definitely
all of Butch's guys together. And I just want to say real quick, a buddy of mine just sent me a text that's listening live and said, you guys may want to clarify. A boat burning and sinking is not funny. We're saying the contrast and comparison to the season was funny. I just want to clarify that.
Yeah,
I think guys know. I think you guys know that, but we're just saying a boat sinking and burning is not funny.
Yes, and nobody was hurt in the incident.
Yeah,
and that was the good thing. The bad thing, very expensive 70-foot boat sank. But
D. Arnold in the live chat says Talkin VAWLS is more exciting than Tennessee football at this point, and Bryant Rockwell seconds that and says D. Arnold is exactly right. Guys, this is I'm laughing because I'm so excited. Like, Tennessee sucks. They lost to Georgia State, and there's 80 of my closest friends just hanging out with me, Dauber, and JP here on Talkin VAWLS. We appreciate that. You can help us out by smashing that like button. Go out and share out the link. Oh, man, there was a good question up here, and now I lost it. Again, this live chat, you guys are blowing it up. I love it. I appreciate it. Here it is. I found it. If you want to make sure we see your comment, hit us with a super chat, $1.99, $2.99, as low as 99 cents. We will definitely read your comment. But Troy Sharp says, guys, do you think Pruitt survives if he only wins 3 games or less? That's something I've been thinking about this week.
It could happen.
Let's get into the conspiracy theory. JP said he saw some stuff, some people saying that Jeremy Pruitt's out, Phil Fulmer's in. That's some Game of Thrones type crap, man. If Jeremy Pruitt gets fired this season before the year ends, and Phil Fulmer takes over, there's some big-time political stuff going on. We had people in the live chat on Saturday talking about it. Something's going on in Knoxville, and Fat Phil is behind it if he takes over as head coach. But that's getting into some deep stuff. But what do you guys think? Darby, you think Pruitt survives if he only wins 3 games or less this season? Dude, if he only wins 2 games, like, that might be the over-under. 3 might be the over-under, whether Pruitt survives.
I don't even want to think about that, man. You're going to make me sad. No, gosh, financially, I don't know that. And listen, I mean, the point I was making a minute ago, he's 1 season out from inheriting a team that was 4-8 overall, winless in conference play. I mean, he came into a bad situation. Kiffin didn't inherit a bad program from Fulmer. Dooley didn't inherit a bad program from Kiffin. Butch, when he came in for Dooley, I think they'd won one game in SEC play. I also think that the style and the philosophy of Butch has further hindered Pruitt and handcuffed him, because trying to recruit the smaller, faster linemen, linebackers, although it may have worked at Cincinnati and Central Michigan, it didn't translate to the SEC. And we've gotten so far behind in recruiting. We've gotten so far behind in strength and conditioning. Listen, Swain was talking about the state of the strength and conditioning program before Fitzgerald came along today. He said that's part of it. He said, we're 2 years behind. That's, you look at Alabama and Georgia and these schools, the guys get in the program, they redshirt. They're not coming in and playing as freshmen. They're getting in there. They're lifting. They're getting big. They're getting strong. Our guys are coming in and having to play, and we're running off strength and conditioning coaches. We're doing this. We're going 0-8 in conference play, and then Pruitt comes in. One of the first things he said was, "We're all the big guys." He said, "At the end of the year, we're going to have to learn how to practice. We're going to have to get guys in here that want to do it the right way, not guys like Jordan Murphy that want to tweet out, 'That's so funny,' about Georgia State picking up their check." You got to have guys that want to win, guys that have a fire, guys that are going to get out there and get pissed off when somebody like Georgia State is doing what they're doing in Neyland Stadium.
The absolute last thing that Tennessee needs is to be looking for a new coach this year. I mean, that's the last thing. So if we're fans of the Tennessee Vols, we need Jeremy Pruitt to succeed. Is 3-9 out of the question this year based on what I seen Saturday and some red flags that appear to be showing in that program? Absolutely not. I think 3-9 is very, very possible based on the performance Saturday and the things that appear to be major, major issues within that program right now, as far as some of these kids just not even caring.
So the question is, if he goes 3-9, JP, are you going to be asking for a coaching change? Because we have a guy in the chat. I'm going to give him his 3 seconds of fame. I got to go back up here and find him. Hang on. No. Hold on. I got to find him. Here he is. Nicholas Cage says he'll be front row cheering our dudes on against BYU, while you clack kissers, I don't even know what a clack kisser is, are calling for his job, which is funny to me. I'm going to go ahead and give you – this is what you want. You want your 30 seconds of fame, dickhead. You're getting it. I've not heard a single one of us call for his job. So I don't know what you're talking about.
It's the last thing that we need to happen.
So go troll somewhere else. Here's your fame, dickhead. So enjoy it. Goodbye and good night. JP, 3 wins. Are you calling for his job, or are you going to let him ride out for another day?
Well, again, I mean, I think it needs to be, what kind of progress has shown. And yeah, I know that 3 wins is not showing progress from last year, but again, like we talked about, are you competitive in those losses? At what point do you just ride with these freshmen, or these sophomores, whoever it is that that can step in there? If these guys truly aren't giving effort, some of these upperclassmen that just have basically given up. I mean, at what point do you just say, okay, I'm gonna take my lumps and I'm gonna lose, but I'm gonna lose it with guys that are out there giving effort, and at that point in time with that, so, but there's a lot of financial aspects around it, just like, I mean, if we lose Saturday, I mean, can you imagine what that crowd is going to look like that following game against UT Chattanooga, and then it's not going to get any better at all. I mean, yeah, maybe we beat UT Chattanooga, but like you said earlier, Boogie, I mean, you could be staring 1-7 right in the face, So, I just don't know what you do at that point in time. I just don't know, if you can hang on as far as that goes. But again, the very last thing that Tennessee needs is to be hunting another head coach. I mean,
we need consistency.
You've got to.
We need the recruiting to keep rolling, and I know that for the recruiting to keep rolling, we've got to win. I mean, that's part of it. But man, if we win 2 or 3 games, and a lot of the rest of the games, the effort and intensity match what they did this past Saturday, then I don't think there's, that he'll have to be fired. But I'm not calling for his job. No, I think you'll see a completely different team come Saturday.
We better hope.
We have to, or we are potentially looking at big. I mean, they might as well just shut the program down. I mean, like I've just finished saying earlier, we are so far behind recruiting wise. Just you can't continually play catch up when you're as far behind as we are.
Yeah, and the problem is that who we lost to, and how that we lost to them. I mean, Pruitt lost a ton of equity. I mean, a ton of equity, and something else that guys, that we've got to remember. Look at our last 3 games.
Yeah,
the final 2 last year against Missouri and Vanderbilt with a bowl game on the line. And we got absolutely drubbed by both of them. And then we come out Saturday. Yeah. And then we come out Saturday and we get absolutely just embarrassed by a horrible football team. No, I don't want a new head coach at Tennessee, but I mean, my goodness. I mean, are you just going to sit there and just have a slow bleed until there's nothing left at all, with that? So, again, the last thing that we need is to start over again with another coaching staff down there. And I don't see any way financially that they could ever afford it anyway. I mean, there's just absolutely no way that they could. So, heck, we may go 1-11 and he gets the third year. I mean, it's very, very possible.
I cannot imagine. I cannot imagine him winning one game and getting. Can you imagine this fan base? Look at us now. Look at us now.
I know.
I mean, you got people arguing in the live chat, and it's just what's this fan base going to be if you only win one game? Guys, listen. I know this is not something we usually deal with. I know there are trolls in the live chat. I'm doing my best to monitor the live chat. If you want to fight these trolls, there's one thing you can do that'll make old Boogie happy. It'll make Dauber happy. It'll make JP happy. Smash the like button, because the trolls are in the chat. We're banning them, and then they're coming back and hitting the thumbs down. And you know what that does? It kills Talkin VAWLS. It will completely annihilate the analytics. So the way we can fight that, it takes 2 seconds. Close out the live chat, smash the like button, jump back in, and let's get right back into the show. I am a savage, Ty Myers, and I appreciate you helping me out. Ty's in the live chat saying, Boogie, this guy's a troll. Get rid of this guy. Done, Ty. He's gone. He's out. Out with the trolls, in with the Vols. Let's do it. Smash the like button. Share out the link. Let's keep the show rolling. We were only going to do an hour tonight. We're 45 minutes in. I'm having a blast, guys. There's 84 of my closest friends in here hanging out, talking UT football. Let's keep the show rolling as long as you guys want to keep it rolling.
I'll tell you what, if things continue the way they were this past Saturday, Neyland's gonna end up looking like Bristol was for the spring race.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to sell end zone tickets. They'll all be sideline tickets, or they'll just start hosting concerts like Garth Brooks there, and Tennessee can go down the road and play at Farragut or Bearden or something like that.
Yeah, and people can think that that we're sitting here and there's no way that can happen, but I'm telling you right now, it can happen. I mean, this fan base is sick and tired of just being basically the only thing consistent in that whole football program is the actual fan base, And yeah, I know we all get overreact and we all say things, and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, we just want to win. We just want to be competitive. And, with the effort that was put out there on that field Saturday, and really the effort that was put out there the last two games last year, it gives me major red flags as far as whether or not Pruitt can actually coach. I mean, he was a good defensive coordinator, but I could probably be a good defensive coordinator at Alabama with all of that talent. But I mean, that's the problem that I've got. I mean, heck far. I mean, how can you be a Division I athlete, a Power 5 conference in the SEC, getting a full scholarship, and you don't even try? It doesn't even make any sense to me how in the world that someone like some of these players can go and put in all of the effort that they do. And don't kid yourself, that is a 365 day a year job that these kids are doing. I mean, they are busting their hind end. And I'm telling you what, right now,
laughing at the same thing I am. Ty Meyer said he would pay $48.65 a month to hear JP's play-by-play in this freaking BYU game. Let me tell you something. You don't want to hear. You don't want in the Talkin VAWLS text thread. It is ugly on game day. Let me tell you guys something that I talked about doing. We mentioned doing the pregame show with you guys, and it didn't get a whole lot of play, so we kind of just dropped it. We also talked about watching a game live on YouTube with you guys, watching it in the background and just live interacting. The only logistics I'm worried about with that is timing. I don't know how it would come across with your all's with DirecTV or whatever cable provider you have. I think that would be a blast to do, and you could see how JP is during a game. But I don't think you want any of that. I don't think you want in that. But also, you guys, thanks. Actually, I'm getting live emails as we're on the air here. Multiple people are picking up the official Talkin VAWLS t-shirt, which we really appreciate the support, guys. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks,
guys.
Thank
you. Yeah, thanks everybody. No, the sad part of me watching the game now is apathy. I sit there without even any kind of emotion and emotions at all. It's just like, really? I mean, that's why that game Saturday wasn't even fun. I mean, of course, obviously it wasn't even fun, but after the opening kickoff and that first drive, you were just like, here we go again, just this same old crap all the time, but yeah, we don't want Pruitt fired. I mean, as a Tennessee football fan, you do not want Pruitt fired. But I'm telling you, there's major, major red flags down there that have me very, very concerned.
Michael James in the live chat wants to know how much is the official Talkin VAWLS shirt. It's $19.99 plus shipping. And listen, here's the deal. They wanted us to sell it for $24.99. I said, cut out the profit, drop the price, and let's make this affordable for the listeners. So it's $19.99. I've heard they are good quality, good soft t-shirts. So check it out. They will ship. What did I say, the 12th, I think it is?
I think so.
Shirt. Yeah. So check it out, bonfire.com/Talkin VAWLS. Links in the description.
This hotel room is freezing cold.
Dude, I got the air blasting on me. I got my whiskey and Coke. I'm not supposed to be drinking, but I am because I'm here with 89 of my closest friends. Do me a favor, smash the like button, share out the link. You guys know what's up. Alan V grew up at Bristol Motor Speedway. We're right near there. Listen, I don't really want to. I don't want to transition into the BYU game yet. You guys want to talk about Big Jim Chaney? Why was Jim Chaney and T. Martin both in the box? I saw a lot of people questioning that. I saw one of the routes early on. We had some miscommunication between Garantano and the wide receivers, and that's the option routes, right? Where you can do a hook or you can multiple routes, whatever you want to do. I don't know football terms. Somebody help me out here. I'm the producer here. I'm just trying to monitor the live chat. Jeez, Pete. But why do you have the offensive coordinator and the wide receivers coach up in the box? You think that's a bad decision?
I mean, that I really don't know if that's here nor there. I mean, some coaches coach better from the box, some coach better from the field.
Robert Neal says Jim has always been in the box. He likes to see the whole field. I agree with that. Why is T. Martin up there with him? Is my question and concern.
What did he do at USC?
T. Martin?
Yeah, he was a OC there for a while.
I mean,
I would imagine he was in the box because he was the offensive coordinator.
But wasn't he like co-offensive
coordinator?
Yeah, with him and Helton, weren't they?
Yeah,
together.
Yeah.
I don't know. With the way that they played Saturday, maybe it was closer to get to the concession stand. I don't know. I mean, I don't have no answers for it. I mean, it was, again, just pathetic. Who knows? I mean, every time that they panned to him and Chaney, both of them looked like that they weren't even interested.
Yeah.
Again,
I mean, that's looked like they were interested the whole game, though. Head coach, players.
I know that's
coaches,
the thing.
It was the most.
I feel like it's like a Twilight Zone. I feel
it was very strange. Very strange.
I feel like maybe it's aliens.
How about for those of you watching the game on TV? Did you mute Ryan Leaf?
Oh my God!
Worst commentator. It's hilarious. My stepdad texted me and he's like, "These commentators are awful," and I was like, "Yeah, I know they're terrible. They usually are, though." And then like 30 minutes later, he's like, "I had no idea that was Ryan Leaf. It makes perfect sense now."
Oh man.
Robert Craig wants a smash the like button t-shirt. If we sell enough of these Talkin VAWLS t-shirt, we'll come up with some more, something very negative for JP, maybe a smash the like button for me. We'll figure something out for Dauber.
Beard. It's the beard for Dauber.
Sorry, guys. I'm monitoring the live chat. You have to take over the show here.
Okay.
Or don't. I'll do it. Man. Goodness.
There's so much to talk about, right?
It's this. I'm flabbergasted. I've done 300 some podcasts, but I've never had 100 people in the live chat.
So what is your all's biggest concerns moving forward?
Neyland Stadium selling out of beer.
No. This is my problem. You know, everybody's talking about Garantano and everybody's talking about this and that. There are so many problems on this team that I don't think you can pinpoint one. I saw people defending the offensive line, which at times looked okay. At times they looked okay. Why is Tim Jordan averaging 2 yards a carry and getting how many carries? 9 carries? Did he get as many carries as Chandler did?
Chandler got benched over that fumble.
For fumbling the ball.
He couldn't hold on to the ball.
So why are you giving Tim Jordan the ball over Eric Gray when Eric Gray's averaging how many yards a carry? Why is Tim Jordan getting carries? I'm sick of defending him. Tim Jordan is not a good running back. He is not a good running back.
So
slow.
But Banks is back in the linebacker rotation, apparently.
And Pruitt's praising him, saying that he's flying.
He's at least giving effort. Yeah.
And to defend him, I did see on VolQuest this week that he did have a death in the family. Kudos to that guy.
A couple of weeks ago.
I don't know what the death was. I don't know who it was. I don't know what the family. It does not matter. Does not matter. When you're dealing with a death in the family and you still come out and you give effort like he did, kudos to that guy, man. And he was playing running back, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
I think that's a guy you can't doubt his effort. Maybe he just doesn't have the knowledge to be starting it out there.
He's asked, hey, man, can you come over to the defensive side of the ball? I think you can help us. And he is laying it to guys in practice, so much so that he's being told, hey, whoa, boy, calm down. I mean, just that's the kind of effort and intensity we need on the field. Whether he's at running back or at linebacker or running the Wildcat, I don't know. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. I would go with with youth and people that kids that actually want to go out there and actually give effort. Like I said, I would much rather lose with kids out there trying than people out there just jogging around, because there was a lot of people jogging Saturday.
Oh my goodness, guys! Last Wednesday, I was so fired up. I was ready to play. We were shooting JP up on the line. Come on,
Mm-hmm.
He's got the eligibility. What, 3 years? He's ready to go.
Yeah, buddy. You talk about getting Garantano killed. I'd be for sure doing that.
I mean, I don't know. I just, they were going through the motions.
But why? Why? How in the world? First game of the season, are you going through the motions? I don't care if they're playing darn
Sullivan South's Powder Puff team.
Yeah, or Alcoa High School. I mean, come off of it. That's what's got me so aggravated. More than absolutely anything. I could even overlook the getting lined up wrong or whatever. My goodness, though, at least give some freaking effort and at least take some darn pride.
Guys, I'm so lost in this live chat that I missed it. James Gentry gives us $2 on a super chat.
James.
Says, y'all are the best, and it ain't even close. Go Big Orange. James Gentry, thank you so much for the super chat. We definitely appreciate it. And I'm sorry I just now caught it a few minutes late, but we definitely appreciate the super chat. JP, what were you saying?
You an admin assistant.
Dude, this is insane. I can't keep up. I'm not even participating in the podcast because I'm trying to delete the trolls. I'm trying to make the fans happy. They're saying, Boogie, kick this guy, kick that guy. Guys, I'm doing the best I can. But James, thank you for the super chat.
So what's the over under of how rowdy the crowd is Saturday
They're going to be
night?
dead. They're going to be dead.
Oh,
they'll be dead.
So? You think they'll be dead?
I think they'll be dead until Tennessee gives them something to be excited about.
A night game.
Yep.
When they're selling alcohol.
Yep.
You think they're going to be dead?
Yep.
Man.
Yeah, I mean, I think so too, because I think apathy is set in. I know it has for me. I mean, I just can't get excited anymore about them.
Ooh, man. I know one of my good buddies, he texted me and I was kind of going back and forth, and he says, I'm literally empty when it comes to this program. I just can't obsess and read about it all the time. I don't even know what the answers are. It's definitely not another coach, and that's why I can't read all these morons. He said, I'll still be in Knoxville in October, but the social media is going to be minimal. That's a fellow alum, went to school with me.
Dude, listen, people come at us all the time. People are in the live chat earlier tonight saying that we wanted Pruitt fired. And you got guys defending it saying, Boogie never said that. JP was pretty pissed. Boogie never said anything of that nature. You cannot say anything critical without people coming at you saying that you're being negative. And you have a right to be negative. You have a right to be pissed.
They lost to Georgia State.
Exactly. They just lost to Georgia State. That's what I'm so sick of hearing. When you read the comments in the live chat and people are making excuses and saying this, that, or the other, it's Georgia State. Any excuse you can make is irrelevant.
There is no excuse for it.
No.
I mean, there's not even, we didn't game plan for him, because you should have game planned for him. I mean, it goes from the top down. Every one of the team, the staff, they need to take a good, long, hard look in the mirror and say, is this for me? Do I want to play football? Do I want to be at the University of Tennessee? Because if not, they're going to run the program into the ground. And I don't think that's what any of us want. I know I'll have to get a new wardrobe. I've got an orange section, and I can do laundry and pull out orange dryer lint. Most people it's blue, but it's just we are so spoiled growing up with 9 and 10 win seasons, going to a bowl game every year. And then, like I said, the last decade, we have dropped from relevancy. we're a laughing stock now. And
we're
it's
definitely the laughing stock. Yeah, it's
you go through things like the coaching search that we had, and that just how things have been handled down there. The Georgia State loss will never go away. It won't. You all talked about it in the postgame. It is probably the worst loss in the program's history.
But this is what I want to focus on. This is where I want to be. I want to join Michael James. Mark my words, a sleeping giant. Just give it time. We blink like a genie and turn it around overnight. And that is what Vol Nation wants. Have patience. I hope you're right. I hope you're right. But there's been too many times that I've bought in.
10, 11 plus years now.
It's when somebody called us fair weather fans this week in the comments, man, it just exhausts me. And I say, go back and listen to 51 episodes of Talkin VAWLS when I sat here and I defended Derek Dooley and I defended Butch Jones. I'm exhausted. And I hope Pruitt's the guy, and I'm behind him 100%, but it's so hard for me to buy in. We said it towards the end of last year in a podcast before our main left. One of the titles of the podcast was "The Jury is Still Out on Jeremy Pruitt," and we ate a lot of crap for that. But guess what? Here we are. The jury is still out. We don't know. We don't know.
Last 3 football games, he's 0-3. Got beat by Missouri, annihilated, Vanderbilt annihilated, and just lost to Georgia State. So if the jury's not out on him, then I don't know what he is.
He's an unproven coach.
He is.
He doesn't have the track record to make a decision right now.
Troy Sharp, I'm a Baptist, and I'll say cheers to that.
I'm going to say the big zilch on that question.
I'll tell you, if BYU comes out and goes up early, the stadium will sell out of alcohol.
I don't know.
I'm afraid it's going to be dead regardless. I'm afraid it's going to be dead regardless.
I just hope that Tennessee doesn't play so bad that it forces the BYU fans to start drinking.
To celebrate?
Well, no, just because they're like, God, I can't even sit here and watch this crap football.
Ashley Snell hasn't left a comment. I love the name. Ashley Snell, I'm a man, by the way. Says Mormons don't even drink caffeine. Muhammad, glad to have you back again. We enjoyed your interaction on the post-game show. Says Vol fans deserve better. I think we've suffered long enough, and I agree with that.
I mean, just think of some of these fans that have donated for years down there. I mean, and paid like huge money. I mean, gosh, I bet they are just like, you've got to be kidding me. I wonder how many phone calls that they probably field, on a weekly basis, or after that Georgia State game. I wonder how many phone calls and emails that Fulmer got, with donors just raising Cain.
We just officially hit 100 viewers in the live chat.
BYU's on.
Thank you guys so much for the support. We were going to do an hour, and now here I am, and I'm like, we can't leave.
We've not even talked about the BYU game.
No, you guys get in this live chat, ask us some questions. Let's interact. Let's talk UT football. Make sure you smash that like button. We got the trolls in here trying to take us down, trying to bring us down. Let's stand together, Vol Nation. Smash that like button.
I guarantee you the athletic department has fielded plenty of phone calls. Because in my time down there helping out with marketing, the marketing number was posted, and there would, without a doubt, be messages on the answering machine every Monday, without fail, somebody complaining about something, be it the trombone player on the 40-yard line was 2 steps out of formation. And I'm not joking. This is dead serious. There are people that sit in the stands and they will critique even that. So it's our right to talk about a coach and to, throw some questions out and doubts out. And we're talking about a guy in his second year, successful as a coordinator, unproven as a head coach. And the jury is still out. If the effort and intensity that he gets from his players matches this past week, then he doesn't need to be a head coach.
We got a lot of guys in the live chat asking about the quarterback position. 71 D Sant says, who would you guys start at quarterback versus BYU? Maybe these two guys will
Garantano.
Garantano's for me too. There's no doubt. Listen, we can hate on him. We can say he doesn't see the field well. We can say he does this, does that, looks down receivers. But at the end of the day, I think he gives you the best opportunity to win.
Yeah, I mean, look back at the Auburn game, which I know that you could argue that he was just throwing up 50-50 balls, and we just got lucky that day, maybe. But still,
let's throw some more 50-50 balls to Callaway. Why is he only getting 3 receptions?
Yeah,
why is he only getting 3 receptions?
Yeah,
I don't get it.
I guess because they felt like the secret weapon Cedric Tillman was going to run a 90-yarder back in the fourth quarter, I guess.
Mohamed Fayad kind of follows it up, says, how do you guys feel about Stroud? We don't know.
I don't know anything
about
him. Yeah.
What does the media get? Very limited time. Very limited time in practice. That's why these guys saying Maurer and Stroud are the guys. Let's put them in, let's start them. They're so great. They're so talented. How do you know, man?
We have to get a few answers Saturday.
Yeah.
Well,
last Saturday, it would have been nice to get that.
Yeah, would have been nice, but no, we have to lose to Georgia State.
Everybody loves the backup quarterback, and they always have.
Oh yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, you have to start Garantano this week. I mean, you have to, and hopefully that he'll have one of those games where he plays well and he don't turn the football over. But if he starts turning the football over, it's going to be a long year for sure.
Yeah, well, that's we had 3 turnovers against Georgia State, and then factor in the 2 failed 4th down conversions.
Yeah,
so that's essentially 5 turnovers.
Right. Yep.
I don't care who you're playing. You turn the ball over 5 times.
Well, you give you give the opponent the opportunity to win for sure. Pull the upset.
Yeah, they just edged us in time of possession. That's especially facing a team like that. That's something that we should dominate in. But like I said at the beginning of the show, 3rd down conversion, we were abysmal at that. Both sides of the ball. Defensively, we didn't stop them. Offensively, we didn't convert. They were 10 of 17, and we were 8 of 13
on 3rd down.
Yeah,
they were 10 of 17.
Yeah,
and we were actually 8 of 13.
Okay, so that's not as bad.
That's actually not. I mean, that's better than I thought.
Yeah, but
couldn't finish drives. Couldn't finish.
Couldn't get off the field on 3rd down on defense. That's the difference maker. Yeah, and then like Dauber said, when you factor in the 4 down and out, whatever you want to call it, you turn the ball up. It's a turnover. Yeah. If you can't convert on 4th down, that's a turnover. So that's 5 turnovers essentially. That's the difference maker. Yeah. 5 turnovers to what? 1?
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Absolute maker. Zero pass rush.
It's Georgia State. It shouldn't matter.
It shouldn't matter
in the ball game.
It should not matter. It should not matter. I mean, they should have been able to put us 3 out there. And
Les Wadley wants to know why there were so few rushing attempts.
Exactly.
In the second half.
Exactly, because I would have came out the second half the first time that I got the ball. And yes, I know that they scored and went ahead on us, 21-17. But I would have came out and I would have ran the ball down their freaking throat, or I'd at least tried. But what did they say that we had 5 rushing attempts in the whole second half?
Yeah, they did not run the ball at all in the second half. And Eric Gray and Ty Chandler were having success running the football. Tim Jordan,
we had a 31-yard.
That guy.
That's what I watched. Gray, he was doing a bit of a dancing around, but dude, he almost looked like video game juking.
He made some positives out of negatives. A lot.
I am excited for the future with him. It looks very, very, very fun.
He
I
had
see
some
86
Alvin Kamara in him.
Yeah. I see 86 wants to know. He's got two questions here. Why did Coach Pruitt sit on the ball before the half?
Geez.
And he also says, I'll get fired up right here. I'm already, that's why I mentioned this. He also says, did Garantano audible the play to a pass? And I think 100% he did. And that put him in a position to score. And then the coaching staff changed their mindset and said, let's go score. Why are you sitting on the ball there? This is Georgia State. No, I get it. It's a close game. It's a 1-point game, and it's a Georgia or an Alabama, and you don't want to turn the ball over and you run it. Our main complained on this podcast week in and week out last year over that. And I don't get why you're doing it against Georgia State. I 100% think he was trying to run the clock out, and I 100% think that Garantano checked. I think was it a third down? It might have been a third down to a pass play, hit Jennings over the middle, picked up some big-time yardage, and then they felt like, hey, we got to try to score here. And they still dropped the ball. Almost didn't get any points with
because that was
a bad
throw.
Yeah, bad clock management too.
Yeah. But how in the world did Garantano even throw that ball down there? I mean that linebacker was between him and the receiver.
How about the interception?
Yes, they got called back.
He's just staring down his receiver like he always does.
No, he dropped right back to where the ball was being thrown, and I don't know how he didn't see that.
I don't either. I don't know.
But that's one of those. Why didn't we, line up a doubles formation with Jennings and Callaway and throw a jump ball?
I saw somebody bring that up on Swain's show earlier this week, and he said, why would you put Juwan Jennings on the outside when you're running deep down the field? You got to go with Palmer and Callaway.
I'm talking about at the inside the 20 right before with under 10 seconds left.
I said it over and over. Why are you not throwing a jump ball to Callaway?
Yeah.
That's all you need to be doing on the goal line against the Georgia State. Throw a jump ball to Callaway. Let him go get it. They did it early on. What was it? The first touchdown? They threw it up.
Yeah.
And Callaway got it. Who's going to stop him on that roster? Nobody.
No.
Nobody. I can throw it up to him and he's going to catch it. JP blocking, Dauber probably at fullback. I don't know.
Yeah.
We got to wrap this show up soon. It's breaking my heart because there's 92 in the live chat. Guys, do you want me to plug the shirts one more time, or do you want me to just get right into BYU?
Yeah, we got stickers, Boogie.
Yeah, we'll get into that. Let's look at it one more time. I know you guys probably don't want to, but I got to do it because tonight is the last night to pick up the official Talkin VAWLS t-shirt. So check it out, bonfire.com/Talkin VAWLS. The link is in the description. We got the generic gray. You got what they call heavy metal, which you might want to call it smoky gray. We got black, we got orange, and we got white. Clean, fresh, nice, soft t-shirts available for $99. Dude, what are you? How old are you? Like 60? Clean as in they look fresh, bro. They're clean. Nice, clean design. Pick them up, $19.99. Only available for 3 hours and 45 minutes at midnight. They are gone and gone forever. If you're enjoying what we do, you can go pick up the official Talkin VAWLS t-shirt. You can also smash that like button. We got the haters down there trying to bring us down. Just smash the like button. We would definitely appreciate it. We're going to close this show out, but we're going to do it by making some BYU picks. Saturday, 7 o'clock. Dauber's beard is enough for a first down. I agree with that, Bryant Rockwell. Let's talk about the BYU game. We're going to make some picks, but listen, Dauber, hold them up. We got some official Talkin VAWLS live stickers, as you can see on our microphone flags here. Dauber's got a fistful of those stickers. Okay, guys, listen. It's not in the live chat. I want you to post them in the live chat, but once we close and we go off air, the comment section is open on YouTube. Go and post your official predictions. Dauber's going to pick a handful of you, probably 4 or 5 of you. We'll get with you and send you out an official Talkin VAWLS live sticker to put on your car, your trapper keeper, whatever whatever you want to put it on. But again, it's once the video goes off the air, jump in the comments and let us know your prediction for Tennessee versus BYU. Dauber, you weren't here Saturday.
We lose Saturday. We all may need to put them over our mouths, or we may get like blacklisted from YouTube or something.
We'll for sure get demonetized, which wouldn't be the first time on YouTube. That's why the super chats are so important, because that money comes to us. YouTube can't stop that. But when Boogie gets excited and starts cussing, they don't give us any monetization for our videos. So
you got to tone it down, Boogie.
I know. I get excited. Especially when we got 92 people in the live chat. Help us out. Smash the like button. Let's get into some predictions. Dauber, you're on the spot. Let's talk about this first. We've not talked about this. BYU Saturday, 7 o'clock. Are we going live immediately after the game? Guys, get in the live chat. What do you want us to do? We'll make some BYU predictions in the live chat. Tell us, do you want us to go live immediately after the game? Or do you want us to go live maybe Sunday afternoon sometime? What works better for you guys? It's a late game, so but we're willing to stay up if you guys will jump on the live chat with us. Dauber, BYU, Tennessee, Saturday, 7 o'clock. What's your prediction?
Well, listen, I will be at the game in the skybox.
Oh,
and
I got money. I can't hide it. Can't hide money.
It's with work, so
that's one of them donors I was talking about right there.
Yeah. Oh man, I feel like we see a completely different team come Saturday. Man, I've got a piece of paper on my wall that my parents spent an inordinate amount of money on. It's my school, it's my state. I've got to be a little bit of a homer.
I could show my bicep tattoos off too.
I'm looking for a good effort, a way better effort.
A good 63 effort.
No. Nope. Backing off of that. Listen.
Hey, snap and clear. Let's focus. Brick by brick, we'll get through this.
Oh, geez. Hey, come on. We know catchy slogans and rhetoric and all that.
Smash that like button.
Speeches and gimmicks. That's not what wins football games. But what's going to win this football game is effort and intensity, and we're going to have some leaders step up, and Tennessee's going to win 24-20.
JP, you want me to piss them off first, or do you want to do it?
I'll go ahead.
All right.
Dauber, I hope you're right, buddy, is all I can say. I'm just not feeling it. I just don't think that we've got the kids down there that have the desire and the heart to do it. Not saying all of them don't, but there's a lot of them that don't, and I'm just afraid that it's just I'm afraid that the train is coming off the tracks down there. I'm afraid. And I think that we will play a little bit better. I think that we will show some more intensity, but I'm extremely concerned with that defense. I do not think that our defense, I think that playing Toto and probably not even going to have Batuli back, Burrell's going to be starting out there again. And that BYU kid, he can sling it. He's kind of a gunslinger, it looked like, but he's also got some wheels on him. I just don't see it. I just think that it's going to be another game. I'm thinking probably 38-24 BYU.
I'm going to go ahead and break your all's hearts too, and you'll come at me in the comment section and tell us that we want Jeremy Pruitt fired. But I'm going BYU 31, Tennessee 20. I hope Dauber's right. Listen, Saturday is the turning point. But if I'm going to sit here and make a prediction, what has Tennessee shown me
exactly
to predict them to win? I can't do it. I won't do it either. I'm going with BYU to win on Saturday at 7 o'clock. I hope I'm wrong.
Has
and I
there
hope the Vols
ever
win.
been a bigger game for a second-year head coach in the second game of the second season?
Never,
Has
ever,
there ever
ever,
been?
never.
Has there ever been a bigger game?
When was the
I
last
mean,
time Tennessee lost the home opener? 1983? Is that when it
22,
was?
22 years ago.
Yeah. So no, there's never been this much pressure on the second game of the season. And then, like we talked about earlier, what happens when you lose this game and then you find a way to beat UTC and then you're staring 1-7 in the face? And I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm eating crow. Y'all can call me on it, and that'll be fine. I'll be more than happy. Believe you me, I will be happy with it. But I think that is going to wrap it up for Talkin Vols episode number 52. This is the record-breaking episode 52. We appreciate all the support in the live chat. Hit triple digits several times, guys. I can't thank you all enough. It is. I go upstairs and I tell my wife, I'm like, on Saturday, I said, there were like 30 people waiting on me and JP to sign in. And it's just amazing to me. But we're all like-minded. We all want Tennessee to succeed. We all love the Vols. We may bicker and complain in the comments and in the live chat. We all want the same thing. We all want success. We all want Tennessee to return to the glory days. It is what it is, man. And I just enjoy you guys joining us. Robert Craig says 35-10. Drink you another Coors Light, Robert Craig. But that's going to wrap up episode 52. Yeah, make sure you get in the comment section as soon as we close this broadcast. We're going to pick 4 or 5 of you guys. We're going to get with you, and Dauber will send you out a free Talkin Vols sticker. Also, don't forget, at midnight tonight, the Talkin Vols t-shirt is gone forever. Get down in the description.
Buy them up.
Link, a t-shirt. We appreciate all your support for Vols JP, and for Dauber, I am Boogie Bentley. I got one thing left to say. That is go Big Orange.